The Paddy Chayefsky Laurel Award is presented each year to a WGA member who has advanced the literature of television and made outstanding contributions to the profession. This year, that honor goes to celebrated showrunner and pioneer Yvette Lee Bowser. Yeah, right on. Well, Yvette, what do you know? Spotlight's all on you, woman. Despite your best intentions, seems you ain't an open secret anymore. Well, I'm here to put you at ease, Queen Yvette. This will be painless, mostly. But yeah, it's time for you to get your flowers. Because and this ain't no secret, it's not easy going up the rough side of the mountain, especially when you look different, when you are different, and work and create in a storytelling industry that has a dusty history of favoring creators that look like itself. No, it's not easy. It's not easy being a first. But wasn't it you, Yvette, that wrote, "Once we give ourselves the respect we deserve, we empower ourselves to be free"? And you are one of the freest people I know. So it's no surprise when the opportunity came to tell your story, you were ready for it. But though you were ready, this town wasn't ready for the influx of stars and culture that would break new barriers, develop and bear fruit, building off the insight, intelligence, and unique point of view flowing from your pink and green ink pen, AKA Shout It Out. Unfortunately, along with the glory of success comes the burden of history. And that kind of scrutiny is reason enough to dodge the harsh glare of the spotlight and just drill down and do the hard work, but not tonight. The spotlight is on you, Yvette, because you made history with Living Single and with our beautiful, barrier-breaking show. You became the first African-American woman to develop, produce, and showrun your own primetime series for 5 history-making years. Come on, let's face it. Yes, bravo, darling. You put somebody that looks like me on the air to play a dark-skinned, new-lock, bob-wearing, highly opinionated, educated, sexually liberated badass named Maxine Shaw. That's right. And don't get it twisted, people. Yvette Lee Bowser is the power that imagined and wrote that woman, and many, many funny women, total bosses, and all their joy and pain. Women who became the blueprint to inspire an army of colorful women that can withstand the spotlight, embrace their story, and deliver a new day. And you are a river to your people. A mentor and connector to waves of writers who've gone on to usher in a powerful community of untapped creative masters. And you've been doing it so well for so long that now a piece of you is embedded in our collective story DNA. Take a look, everybody. Lord knows it's hard to catch a glimpse of a comet, but thank Goddess that Yvette Lee Bowser shines so brightly that even your blind spots can see her daylight. We are proud to honor Yvette Lee Bowser with the 2023 Paddy Chayefsky Laurel Award.
I have no idea how I'm going to follow Erika Alexander, the Maverick. Fabulous as always, and fabulous in all of the ways. Whew. Maybe you can just come back over here and deliver my speech. I'm going to do what she did. I'm going to put my glasses on. Whew. And I'm just going to take a beat to savor this. I'm gonna catch my breath and reclaim my time. Whew. This moment is legitimately breathtaking. Whew. Looking out at friends, family, legends. Whew. My mom would have been proud. Her only baby being celebrated, wearing an ensemble designed for the occasion, the one that I pray I don't trip in. It weighs more than I thought. But it is giving regal, am I right? I love being a writer. I love being one of you. And from a very young age, I'd write short stories, articles, plays, poems, commercials for products that didn't exist. So one might have thought, this kid's gonna grow up and be a scribe of some kind. However, when I first told my mom I wanted to forego going to law school and become a comedy writer, she thought that was the funniest thing she'd ever heard. But I took the risk. Of course, neither of us imagined the career I'd carve out simply by ripping pages from my diary to entertain the masses. It's been 3.5 decades of turning my hurt into humor. Some people go to therapy, I write TV. And I guess if you do it long enough and well enough, you just might receive a prestigious honor that bears the name of the brilliant Paddy Chayefsky. Wild, it really is wild. This acknowledgement, this nod from my peers, my fellow members of the WGA, is incredibly affirming. Thank you. My being here tonight as a writer whose body of work is Black-centered represents the expansion of what it looks like to be excellent. Accomplishment and meaningful contributions come in all colors, shapes, sizes, genders, and ages. While some of my work has been critically acclaimed, other culturally impactful series have gone virtually unrecognized by the mainstream. But the mainstream is not the only stream that matters. Our stories matter, and so do the varied voices you all bring to the table. I want to thank so many of you in this room, and thanks to so many of you in this room, I've been blessed to live in my purpose, telling authentic, resonant stories and creating opportunities for new talent to break through. And I cannot accept an award for television without expressing how deeply grateful I am to every writer who helped me layer the work with creativity and love. No one does this alone. Your contributions challenged me, made me better, helped me build a meaningful legacy of elevating others while you were simultaneously lifting me. Thank you so much. I'm so blown away that so many of you are here, like 100 of you, but I'm gonna call it Carla, Janine, Becky, Maisha, Nastrin, David, Justin, just to name a few, because they're gonna give me the hook if I name you all. But the love is real. And I must single out my sister, Susan Fales Hill. We started together as babies, clinging to each other in the war-torn trenches of a different world, season 1. It's no secret, the ultimately culture-shifting series didn't have a clear vision at its inception, and that allowed us to fill in the show's creative gaps, painting with a palette of new colors and hues, sculpting fresh characters, building a world with our intellect, our rapier wit, our souls, and cathartic anecdotes about every boy who dared to break our hearts. We were in our 20s, guys, so this was important stuff. We helped the show evolve into something that inspired generations to seek higher education. We did that. We did that. And as you all know, it starts with the word. It was there at the very beginning of my career that I learned and fell in love with what was possible in long-form storytelling and how impactful writing for television could be. My first 2 staff experiences prepared me for everything that came afterward. My first show made me more conscious, and my second show made me more resolute to create a safe, fun writer's room where everyone felt whole and valued every day. I have been blessed to assemble some of the most diverse writing rooms in this town, where you can be your messy, flawed, hilarious, intellectual, complex, culturally specific self and not be concerned about losing your seat in the room. because belonging and inclusion begin with intention. To that point, I must thank Kim Coles and Queen Latifah for insisting that a Black writer get the opportunity to create a series for them. I was the beneficiary of that demand. Their consciousness was the crack the glass ceiling needed. And my undying gratitude goes to Kim Fields, Erika Alexander, John Henton, T.C. Carson for getting on board so eagerly and trusting this first-time show creator from the very start. Whew. The sense of family helped us make history. We changed the game, y'all. And your chemistry is unrivaled, often imitated, but never duplicated. The truth is unwavering. I love you all dearly. People often ask me to share defining moments, and I'm going to take some time to share one now. Well, what's not widely known, but I wrote 2 pilots for Living Single. One that was developed over months, and one that I was given 2 weeks to turn around for consideration for pilot season. Welcome to the life of a TV writer. But writing is rewriting, so I dove in, taking a week off from my day job and proceeding to stay awake for 4 days straight. At which point, my cousin Lisa, one of the inspirations for Sinclair, who was living with me, said, "I believe you're medically, physiologically brain dead." It's true, after only 48 hours, you're cognitively impaired. Once you've been awake 72 hours, your ability to regulate your emotions is like non-existent. Lisa worried I might start to hallucinate. I said, "I don't care, I have a deadline, and I won't rest till it's done." That's when my boyfriend, now my husband Kyle, looked me in the eye and said, "We're laying you down, sweetie." They swiftly tucked me in bed, put on Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 6 in B minor, the Pathétique, and left me to get the sleep that I desperately needed for the culture. When I woke up, I got back to it, and I met my deadline. You can imagine my pride. I was floating. However, as always, there's a plot twist. When I returned to my day job, the backs of 2 directors' chairs on set caught my eye. Apparently, the male writers who had the same title I did a mere week earlier had been promoted. It seems my 5-day absence left a void that could only be filled by title bumps for the guys in the room. And this is how I found out. So I could be frustrated, or I could use it as fuel. I chose the latter, and I created a show and a work environment where no one would be treated so disrespectfully and inequitably. They got promoted, but I got the opportunity of a lifetime, and I changed the course of my career. It takes courage to be true yourself in environments that don't always value you or your life experience. But I am here to turn up the volume on voices that for far too long have been in the background or riding shotgun or simply delivering the self-deprecating punchline. We all deserve the opportunity to be the protagonists in our own stories. And I won't rest while there's still that work to be done. I must shout out the person in the room who's known me longer than anybody, my high school girlfriend, Holly Robinson Pete. Happy 44th girlfriend anniversary. We were blessed to work together on For Your Love. It was 4 magical years. I hope we get a chance to do it again. I also want to thank Nancy Josephson, Nina Shaw, Laura Gordon, Richard Weitz for your unwavering belief in me, and Nancy in particular for loving everything I write. Only my mom enjoyed my writing more than you. I share this achievement with my wonderful husband, Kyle, who just last night was urging me to get some sleep, woman. And our beautiful sons, Evan Justice and Drew Christian, who continue to inspire me and remind me what it looks like to have dreams and gifts that need to be shared with the world. Whenever I have bouts of working mom guilt, one of them will just intuitively tell me that seeing me do what I do, the way I do it, is fuel for them. For the past 36 years, I've been blessed to use television and humor to help the world see our humanity. But like the characters I've created and the varied shows I've produced, I too am continuing to evolve. And while receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award would seem to signal the end, the best is yet to come, and I won't rest till it's done, or until my husband cues up Chayefsky. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.